Hey everyone, it's Matt from Cruises, Rooms, and Reviews. We're here on Anthem of the Seas and we've got a special treat today. So some friends of the channel reached out and said we were going to be on the cruise at the same time we are. And they offered us a chance to come and shoot their room. It's a really great offer. But the great thing is that room turns out to be a Grand Loft Suite, one of the star class suite rooms. So we're really excited that they gave us this opportunity to shoot the room, and let's go ahead and give it a go. So this is Grand Loft Suite on deck 10, room 10320. This is on the port side corner in the aft of the ship. As you enter, the first thing that greets you is a really nice foyer area with the stairs that lead to the upstairs. But we'll head up to the upstairs a little bit later. But you can just see the upscale level artwork in the room, the upscale level trim. Here's a nice piece of artwork to fill that space. The occupants of the room, they actually told me that they use that space for their shoes, so it's functional also. You also have a nice closet space right here downstairs, mainly for the people that would be sleeping or occupying in the first floor if you have them there. You also have a nice side balcony here. So let's go out, take a quick look at that. This is one of 3 balconies, 3 in this room, which is incredible. So you have this nice side balcony here, a really private space. You have 2 chairs. I would equate this probably to the size of a standard balcony room size balcony. So if you want a nice little private space, or the people downstairs want to get away from the other people in the room, great place to go out and enjoy these incredible views. And this balcony would be off the 10th deck of the ship. So let's head back into that foyer area. And we're about to go into the main living room. But before that, you'll see 2 doors, and one of them leads into a bathroom on the first floor. So you'll see it's got the single sink and the ship toilet. So people on the first floor or guests have access to a bathroom. But there's another door directly across the hall, and you'll find another bathroom. This one not having a toilet. It does have a sink and drawers and storage, but this one has a full-size stand-up shower with everything you would need for people on the first floor. And speaking of the first floor, this is what the main living room looks like. So you have a nice couch. This one does pull out into a sleeper, and the room steward will come in and take care of that if you have someone staying down there. The occupants of the room did have one of their sons staying there. You have a really good sized TV. I think this one was 55 inches. But before we go into that, let's take a look at the storage you have here. So for one thing, you do have the standard cooler. You'd think they'd have a bigger size fridge in this type of room, but it's still the same size. But the difference here, with the Star Class Suite, you get the Royal Genie, and they make sure it is stocked with your favorite drinks, because your drink package is included when you purchase a Star Class room on Quantum or Oasis class ships. Of course, you have your Lavazza coffee maker you'll see in any suite, and various accoutrements, more drinks, and there was a nice IPA that Brandon and family had gave to me, so something to enjoy while doing this video. But again, here's that TV again, 55 inches, I believe, good size for this room. They actually told me they love that chair that you saw right there, extremely comfortable. And here we have the dining area. So a good setup for 4 people. You can see all the food that they drop off on a daily basis when you're in a suite. Right there you do have some ports. So you've got 2 electrical ports, 1 US, 1 European, and some USB ports to charge your devices right there. And then over here in the corner, wanted to show you, the the curtains in this room are electronically controlled. Those are the switches for them, so you can control both the main blinds and the I can't remember the word at the moment, but the see-through blinds independently of each other. So another look back at the room. One thing to show you here are the controls for the room. So from here you can control the lighting, and there are different scenes from the lighting. So you control the living room or the bedroom, and scene 1 through scene 4. Scene 1 would be the brightest setting, and scene 4 would be some lights on but a darker setting. You know, if you want to do some movie watching in the evening and not have glare on the television. So, you know, a nice little upgraded feature for this type of room. So I'll take a quick pan back. The one thing they did say about this room is, given it's on the corner, you do get a little bit less room than you would have in a Grand Loft Suite that's in the middle of the ship. And when I say the middle of the ship, the middle of the aft. So they had stayed previously in a different one, and you didn't get that. As you can see, the curve coming in, that was more straight across. So you got a lot more, from what they said, square footage. Now, granted, this is still a very large, very nice room, and everyone's gonna have a good time here. But you do get more square footage in the interior. Now, the counter side of that is the side balcony that I showed you. You do not get that, or the upstairs side balcony you'll see in a moment. You get just the main balcony. Now, granted, it's still an incredible balcony, don't get me wrong, but there is something to said about these corner suites having the 3 balconies and what they can provide to you. So it's just a quick note that Brandon and his family wanted me to pass on to all of you if you're looking for this type of room. But let's move on to the upstairs, because this is a loft suite and we do want to see what's going on upstairs. So back to that foyer, we're going to head upstairs. As you can see, it's a really nice stairwell, very nicely appointed. And there's that balcony for the upstairs that I was referring to either. We're gonna hit that in a moment. But let's actually take a quick look around on what you see when you get to the top of the stairs. So this is a nice dressing changing area. You can see we have a closet with a number of drawers, and very similar to the closet that you saw downstairs. Again, this is where you're going to find your safe for the room. It is, again, the standard size safe you see in all the rooms on Anthem of the Seas in this class of ship. So it's smaller. You won't fit a full-size laptop in there, but you should be able to get a tablet without a large case. Now here you have your vanity. So again, a number of drawers, great storage in this room. Unfortunately, you have to see me there, but you also have a number of outlets here, 2 US, 1 European, and 2 USB Type A outlets. So plenty of places to plug things in. You have a Bose music device. I forgot to ask Brandon and family if that was theirs or if that was provided with the room. I'm gonna go with theirs, but I could be wrong. You'll see they did have a rollaway bed brought to the room because they had a family of 4 staying in the room. So you needed that extra space. And here is the actual bedroom. Granted, a really well-appointed king-size bed. I assume these can also be split apart like any other traditional room. But look at all those pillows they give you. You have your pick of any type of pillow I think there's possibly made in the world. But one thing I wanted to show you, you do have an outlet on this side of the room. I shouldn't say again, but comparing to other rooms on Anthem of the Seas, it's similar. You have an outlet on one side of the bed, only an outlet, no USB ports. So that's something I feel is lacking in the design of these ships. Now granted, They were designed in the, probably 2012, 2013. I don't know when they started making these. So it was having USB ports were advanced at that time. But look at this view from the bedroom. I mean, imagine waking up to this view. It's a beautiful thing. One thing to point out, though, is those curtains down there, I showed you earlier that they're electronically controlled. Well, they're not electronically controlled from the upstairs. So if you want to open up those curtains first thing in the morning, you do have to run downstairs to take care of that and come back up. So something else to think about when booking this room. But you also have those curtains there that I just showed that allow you to close and have a little bit of privacy from the bedroom to the downstairs. So there's a quick look back again at the bedroom area in a Grand Loft Suite. Let's head back out to that balcony. So back in the open foyer area of the upstairs, you can open up here. You are directly upstairs from the balcony that we showed you on the first floor. And this is it's a little bit smaller balcony, a really private space. What's really nice is this little, I guess, bird's nest chair. So for a single person to come out here, relax, have some solitude, do some reading, it's a really nice space, and I like what Royal did with this in the design. So a nice little added feature of staying on the corner suite in the Royal, or not Royal, the Grand Loft Suite. So the last thing to show you in the upstairs is the main bathroom. So let's head on in. So you will see, you do have, sorry for the shot of me there, a shot of the sink. Get that door closed. You do again have some storage, some additional drawers, places to put towels. You do have a single sink, as in many of the other suites. Actually, in a regular grand suite, you do have two sinks, but it is two sinks in a single bathroom. Here you have an upstairs and a downstairs bathroom. I would say it's 3 sinks overall. You can see you have the upgraded amenities, so a nice bottle of hand soap there from, I think it's Malin and Goetz. You do have your toilet, and of course, in a suite, you have to have a phone, because you need to be able to answer the phone when you're on the toilet. But here's the really nice feature. You have a really large stand-up shower, 2 shower heads on it, which is a nice upgraded feature. Also, what seemed to me is it had a very high ceiling. So as I showed you in a junior suite review, I'll put a link up above to that. There was limited ceiling height that I personally dealt with. So this didn't seem to have that restriction. You do have the upgraded amenities, really nice bathroom. So last thing to show you is the balcony. And this to me is one of the best features of this class of ship. I love aft rooms, especially on the aft rooms that do not have any obstructions to the views like a Freedom or Voyager class ship does. But you have a really nice large balcony. You can see table seating for 4 if you want to enjoy a meal out on your balcony. You do have 2 loungers. Now, I would say those loungers aren't full-on loungers. These, they do go back, but they have ottomans, not the full stretch loungers. So I personally would like to see the full-size loungers in this class of a room, and be able to do, a little better for sunbathing, things like this that you could take advantage in this type of room. But these are very comfortable, very nice chairs, and a great place to read a book, especially on a sea day like this day, and just watch the ocean go by. So really beautiful place to spend your day. You can see actually that's the top of 270 right below there. One of the things that you do get some vibration from the engine, but staying up on the 10th deck rather than the 8th deck for the suites, you do also avoid some of the room noise that can come from 270. But what a room and a view to enjoy when on Anthem of the Seas. Really hope you enjoyed our tour of a Grand Loft Suite on Anthem of the Seas. It was a beautiful room, and we want to especially send a shout out and thanks to Brandon, Michelle, and their family for reaching out and inviting us into their room so that we could film it for all of you. Really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button. It really helps us out. And go check out the rest of the channel. We've got other room reviews from Anthem and other ships, more coming, and lots of other great cruising content. And if you do enjoy the rest of the channel, please subscribe. Make sure that you are always notified and up to date on the latest cruising content. That's it for today. This is Matt from Cruises, Rooms, and Reviews. Happy cruising, everyone.